Well, since 1955, Poland and Indonesia have established a partnership, and being two strong economies today, both countries are trying to further expand their business partnership in 2023. Poland's ambassador to ASEAN, Her Excellency Beata Stochinska, spoke in a media briefing last week on Poland's economic stability and its intentions to further their business relationship with Indonesia. Metro Globe's Regina Argobi has the full story.
Poland's ambassador to Indonesia, Beata Stochinska, in a media briefing last week spoke on Poland's economic strength, stability, and resilience in the face of global catastrophes such as the war in Ukraine. In the briefing, Ambassador Stochinska also affirmed Poland's intention to further develop business relationships with countries in ASEAN, especially with Indonesia. Poland's ambassador to Indonesia also mentioned how Poland is ready for further economic cooperations with Indonesia, mainly in the agro sectors, maritime, investment, IT, energy, and green technology.
As it was said today, we very much concerned on agro sector, on maritime sector, transportation, IT, green technologies, energy sector. So all these sectors, and we are looking always for the possibilities of the cooperation with, of course, with our partners in Jakarta, but also in other provinces. So we want to cooperate in those very sectors.
Poland is not only looking to cooperate with partners in the capital city of Jakarta, but in many other provinces across Indonesia. Similar to the investment Poland made to establish a thermal power plant in Lombok, West Nusa Tenggara, worth around 1.8 trillion rupiah back in 2021. This is to further reinstate bilateral relations between the two countries.
Poland is very open for the cooperation in every sector, especially like investment, financing. As you know, even now we have a big investment from Poland in Indonesia, which is Lombok, the energy sector project. So we want to be more visible here. So I hope that this meeting between two ministers will bring another push, yes, another bricks to be more engaged together.
Although not a part of the G20, when Indonesia hosted the G20 last year in 2022, Poland was invited as a guest to the G20 Energy Transition Working Group to participate and share their experiences as a country on green technologies and energy transition, as it has been a priority for Indonesia recently.
Last year in the G20 Energy Transition Working Group, Poland was invited to share our experience. Our Minister of Climate and Environment was part of the ministerial meeting of the energy transition. So we are doing a lot, and I hope that our activities will bring fruits soon. Yes.
Energy has been a challenging issue for Poland as they were highly dependent on Russian energy, but are now trying to diversify their energy sources since the start of Russia's war on Ukraine.
Any country could be dependent from other country if we are talking about the energy supplies. So, but fortunately, Poland, we knew this, and we are already in touch with other partners in the supplying of the energy resources, like Norway, and as I mentioned, talking about the coal, we are buying coal from Indonesia, from Australia, from Colombia. So we manage. Yes, we manage.
Poland is currently looking at alternatives to combat this issue. Ambassador Stochinska mentioned at the briefing that Poland is in touch with other partners supplying energy resources, such as Norway, and that they are buying coal from countries like Australia, Colombia, and also Indonesia. Poland's objectives remain firmly on further expanding their economic and business relations with Indonesia, among other ASEAN countries. And besides exports and imports, Poland and Indonesia is cooperating on education, providing scholarships to students looking to study in Poland, with even a special program for Indonesian students coming from the West Nusa Tenggara area.
Because if people will know more about Poland, then they will be interested in, maybe it's good to go to this very country to do business. So this is the main objectives, yes? I mean, and always the people-to-people contact and touch is so important, yes? So, and as you see, we try to talk about everything, about politics, economy, culture, tourism, education. And this brings people together. And when people know better each other, then the business will come. I mean, this is what I believe in.
As two countries with relatively stable economies in the midst of global uncertainties and hardships, strengthening of the economic cooperation between Poland and Indonesia could prove to be beneficial for both nations. Regina Argobi and Shadam Araman reporting for Metro Globe.